Former UC basketball coach Bob Huggins in hot water tonight. Thanks a lot for joining us here at 10. I'm Mike Dardis. He was accused of making a homophobic slur during a live radio interview today on a local radio station, talk radio segment. WLWT News 5's Jatera McGee is here with what we know so far. Jatera?
Yeah, and this coach now under review by West Virginia University, where Huggins is working now. So earlier today, Huggins was talking about UC's rivalry with Xavier when he said a homophobic slur twice. It happened during Bill Cunningham's The Stooge Report segment. Now, Huggins was talking about the rivalry between his former program at UC and Xavier. He references an incident at a crosstown shootout many years ago and then made a disparaging comment about Catholics and uses a homophobic slur. Huggins posted an apology on WVU men's basketball pages shortly after, saying, "I used a completely insensitive and abhorrent phrase that there is simply no excuse for, and I won't try to make one here. I deeply apologize to the individuals I've offended, as well as to the Xavier University community, the University of Cincinnati, and West Virginia University. As I've shared with my players over my 40 years of coaching, there are consequences for our words and actions, and I will fully accept any coming my way. I'm ashamed and embarrassed and heartbroken for those I have hurt. I must do better, and I will." Now, Huggins coached at UC for 16 years, including those years they went to the Final Four and the Elite Eight. He also was there for a highly publicized DUI charge. WVU, where I mentioned Huggins is currently at right now, releasing a statement saying that Huggins' comments were insensitive and offensive, the university not in line with their values. WVU says it does not condone the use of that language, and now that situation is under review and is going to be addressed. At 11, you'll hear from one of his former players and what he had to say. Jatera McGee, WLWT News 5.
Jatera, thanks so much. In West Virginia, Huggins was expected to be at today's coach caravan, but when West Virginia Athletic Director Wren Baker arrived, he told reporters he had spoken with Huggins and that he would be unable to attend the event because of a, quote, conflict. Here's that tonight.
We put out the statement earlier tonight. You guys saw Coach's statement. We really don't have anything else at this time. I was on my way here, so hadn't had a chance to even really get all the facts and information. But as soon as we do, then we'll have a follow-up.
West Virginia University releasing a statement tonight in response to the comments, saying that Coach Huggins' remarks today on a Cincinnati radio show were insensitive, offensive, and do not represent the university values. Jatera touched on this, of course, a little bit. West Virginia University does not condone the use of such language and takes such actions very seriously. Situation is under review, will be addressed by the university and the athletic department. Again, what West Virginia is saying tonight. Kevin.